Imagine this. An unexpected catastrophe strikes. You believe you've prepared for everything, but as the hours turn into days, you realize there's something missing, something crucial. In the realm of survival planning, it's easy to focus on the obvious needs: food, water, shelter. But what about those less apparent yet equally vital items? Those overlooked essentials that could mean the difference between just surviving and thriving. It's these often forgotten items that we're going to explore today. You've likely spent countless hours perfecting your survival strategy. You've stocked up on canned goods, purified water, and essential medical supplies. But in the midst of your well-intentioned preparations, have you considered the other, less obvious items that could also be critical in a survival situation? Perhaps you've overlooked the importance of having a sturdy pair of gloves to protect your hands when you're foraging or building a shelter. Or maybe you've underestimated the value of a reliable communication device to stay connected with the outside world. It could be that you've neglected to consider the necessity of a good quality multi-tool, or the life-saving potential of a basic sewing kit for mending torn clothing or stitching up a wound. These are just a few examples of the kind of items that are often overlooked in survival planning. And yet, their absence in a crisis could have far-reaching consequences. Each one of these items, in its own way, could significantly enhance your chances of survival or even comfort in a post-catastrophe scenario. The harsh reality is this: in a survival situation, it's often the smallest oversights that can have the biggest impacts. The items that slip through the cracks in our planning can turn out to be the very things that we need the most when disaster strikes. That's why it's crucial to be thorough in your preparations, and to consider every possible need you might have in a survival situation. So, what are these often forgotten survival essentials? Let's delve into the unknown. Join me as we uncover these overlooked survival gems, and together, let's ensure that no stone is left unturned in our quest for complete preparedness. So, what are these often forgotten survival essentials? Let's delve into the unknown. Before we venture further, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, Prepping for Tomorrow. We're your guide on this journey to survival, offering insights you won't find anywhere else. Subscribing is like securing a lifeline, providing you access to crucial survival tips and tricks, all tailored to the budget prepper. We cover topics from survival gear to homesteading, food shortages, and beyond. So hit that subscribe button and join us in the pursuit of knowledge. Now let's unveil the first item on our list. First up, an item that's as simple as it is underestimated: dental floss. Yes, you heard right, dental floss. This humble item, often relegated to the bathroom cabinet, has far more uses than simply keeping your teeth clean in a survival scenario. Imagine you're in the wild and your fishing line snaps. What do? You reach for your dental floss. Its strength and flexibility make it an ideal substitute. But that's not all. Dental floss can also double as a suture in a pinch. It's sterile and strong enough to hold a wound together until you can get proper medical attention. Moreover, it's light and compact, making it an easy addition to any survival kit. It's a perfect example of how survival isn't just about having the most expensive gear or the biggest stockpile. It's about being able to adapt and use what's at hand creatively and effectively. Remember, survival is about more than just food and water. It's about improvisation. Next on our list, a versatile tool that's often overlooked: a manual can opener. This small, unassuming device can be a real game changer in a survival situation. Imagine this: you've stocked up on canned goods, but the power's out. Your electric can opener is useless. But with a manual can opener, you've got access to your food supply, no electricity needed. Additionally, a manual can opener doesn't just open cans. It can be used as a makeshift knife or even to cut through tough materials in an emergency. And since it's so compact, it won't take up much space in your survival gear. In a world where we're so used to convenience, it's easy to forget about these manual tools. But remember, when the chips are down, it's not about what's easy, it's about what works. In survival situations, it's often the simplest tools that prove most valuable. As we near the end of our list, let's not forget about the importance of a basic sewing kit. Yes, you heard it right. In a survival situation, clothing repair is not a luxury but a necessity. Imagine this scenario. You're out in the wild, and your only jacket gets torn on a branch. Without a sewing kit, you're left with a gaping hole that lets in the cold, compromising your warmth, and potentially, your survival. But with a sewing kit in your survival gear, you can quickly repair the tear and continue on your journey, warm and protected. A basic sewing kit can also come in handy for stitching up wounds in dire situations. It's compact, lightweight, and won't break your budget. And yet, it's often overlooked in the rush to stockpile food and other more obvious survival items. Truly, it's the items we least expect that can make the biggest difference. Our penultimate item is one that might surprise you. It's a simple hand-cranked radio. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would I need a radio during a survival situation? Well, let me tell you, in times of crisis, communication is key. Your smartphone might run out of battery, the internet might go down, but a hand-cranked radio? That's your lifeline to the outside world. Not only does it provide vital news updates, but it can also pick up weather reports, emergency broadcasts, and even signals from other survivalists. It's a tool for gathering intelligence, staying informed, and maintaining a sense of community in isolation. But remember, not all hand-cranked radios are created equal. Look for one with a built-in flashlight, solar panel, and USB charging port. That way, you're not just buying a radio, you're investing in a multi-purpose survival tool. Sometimes it's the most unexpected items that save the day. Finally, our last overlooked survival item is the humble whistle. Yes, you heard right, a whistle. Often dismissed as frivolous, a whistle is in fact a crucial piece of survival gear, particularly when you find yourself in a situation where communication is key. Picture this, you're lost in the wilderness, your cell phone is dead, and shouting for help only wears you out and strains your voice. That's where a whistle comes in handy. Unlike your voice, a whistle doesn't get tired. Its shrill sound can carry over long distances, piercing through ambient noise. It can alert rescuers to your location, or scare off potential threats in the wild. Compact and lightweight, a whistle takes up negligible space in your survival kit. It's a budget prepper's dream, offering maximum utility at a minimal cost. And there you have it, 10 items most preppers forget for survival. In the face of disaster, these 10 items could be the difference between survival and catastrophe. From overlooked tools to unconsidered medical supplies, each item has its unique role in a survival scenario. They're not just things, they're lifesavers, problem solvers, comfort providers in times of crisis. The importance of these items underscores the need for thorough, thoughtful preparation. Remember, when it comes to survival, it's the details that matter. Stay prepared, stay safe.